means crushing crew or something like that. Punishment crew. It means punishment crew. All right. Punishment crew. So we've got the punishment crew versus X-rated. These guys are naughty, don't you know? And we can't. And it's good manners all round. Good luck, have fun, both teams. It's good to see sportsmen even at this level and see good sportsmanship. So it's 2 arty versus 3 arty tactic. Even a TD coming down here on the crew side, on the punishment crew side.
Yeah, let's see what they're going to do. I'm just gonna run away so it can't be covered. Silly. Maybe
right, we're going to see the formation form here. We got the heavy tanks moving to the north, which is sort of expected.
Yeah, right now I can't really see anything. Well, apart from the because they're actually cleaning up their entire cap zone. They don't want anyone getting any easy capture.
Isn't that a tip you always say on your channel there, High Flyer?
Yeah, but I just go for the ammo dump and they haven't gotten that one.
Actually, that's a tactic you guys got to remember on some of the other maps. Always destroy anything around, especially when you're playing defense. Destroy all the buildings because the enemy, while capping, will use that as cover. So destroy it, run it over whenever you get a chance. Anyway, we have the med tanks from the punishment crew coming through into the middle.
Yep.
And they're trying to find out what is going on. What are the X-rated team doing?
Yeah, we lost sight of the bat jet. We just saw it quickly and it disappeared in H5. I think he's sitting there still. Maybe not. Spotting. That's what they're thinking, because an E100 is sitting there being on watch right now. I don't think maybe they. It's a good idea to destroy all of the houses, but I would keep it to one tank. A tank that's not very important in the pushing game, like the E100, because you can't really push with an E100, and just use him to destroy the cover from furthest to the west to the east, so he doesn't get shot easily. Oh, plane coming in.
Well, we have the punishment crew spreading out a bit more. They have most of their medium tanks covering the middle and south, looking to see what X-rated are doing. They're going to respond, it seems. They're going to be very responsive. They're probing a little bit, but they're mostly hanging back. The Bat-Chatillon that you saw earlier in the middle at Zula is poking forward every now and again to see if he can spot someone, and they do spot someone. The IS-4 of Mobo going forward.
Yeah, and they're doing the exact same thing. They're very cautious about moving forward because the enemy does have 3 artillery, and they're highly likely in position to hit where it hurts the most.
Yeah, well, we just saw the one of the players, Ziggy, from the punishment crew, offer 500 gold if someone could shoot down the plane.
Yeah, because it's scaring everyone. I remember playing this map for the first time, and that plane just scared the beep out of me. I was like, no, because it wasn't just a bird, it was a plane.
I gotta ask, have you actually tried to take a shot on it?
Plenty of times. You can't kill it.
Yeah, you can't.
Maybe I'm just bad at leading a target in the air.
Yeah,
but,
maybe.
Yeah. We're seeing the E100 is the E100 on PVD. He's actually caught because he's saying that the Batchat in the middle will keep spotting him. So I don't know if that's true, but he's going in another direction now because he can't go where he wants to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen next, because they're definitely this is the draw out period. Remember, guys, this is the final, so everything's on stake here. So they're not going to take any chances. Every time you get a little bit jittery and you move forward, that is a chance that you're going to get one of your tanks out of position and you're going to lose. So these guys are not taking any chances, and I don't blame them. But it does mean that we're going to be waiting a long time to see one of them make a move. Now, are we going to see the same sort of pushes that the oh my god, the auto-aim guys tried to do against X-Rated? Are X-Rated going to copy that and try and do big pushes? It wasn't necessarily that successful, so I don't see that happening. But we're having heavy tanks push forward at D6 over here now. They're getting a bit bored here. I would say that the punishment crew are not wanting to sit around, and they're slowly taking ground. Is the same sort of thing happening over in your side, Highflower?
Not at all. We're keeping the ground, and we intend to keep it that way. So you come to us. Artillery is attempting shells, or I don't know if we just shot there, but explosions just happened in front of our IS-7s and 4s. But we
They're
can see
being
an E5
spotted.
now. Yep, we can see an E5 now.
Yep, Supreme Jim is going forward, and he's trying to spot for the artillery. They're trying to use their 3-man artillery crew over the 2 men that X-Rated have. And that's going to be the way that they're going to be able to win this game, is using artillery effectively. I guess that's why they're playing defensively more so. Well, I don't know if to say more so. They've got half the map. No one's crossed over to the other side of the map, though. Everyone is still in their 5 columns.
Yeah, and that's the problem with only having one bat chat. If you go out there, you lose the only fast thing you have on your team, apart from the huge tier 10 French tanks, but they're not scouts. Too big. Way too big. And right now the bat chat is just sitting in the base, just scouting. Once again scouting.
Ooh, here we go. The IS-7 and IS-4 has been spotted again. They're not moving. That means if the artillery can see them, which I think he can, they're going to get hit. We're going to watch for that shot coming in now. It's the only action that's going to be happening anytime soon. So come on. Are you going to take the shot? They are both still there. We're not seeing the shot. The bad chat from Invisible Lemon. I think that's his name. Invisible Lemon. Lemons. Do you reckon that's what he's called?
I thought it was Invisible Men.
Could be.
This 8... Invisible
Mans. Visible Mans. That must be what it is. Lemons. You can add that one to the Dorjan just said something retarded. So everyone take a drink.
Yep. Take a shot.
Anyway, everyone's lost sight of everyone again. No one's taking any risks. Oh, wait a minute. Did we miss that? They just lost one of their artillery. Counter-artillery just worked.
Ooh, counter-artillery. I didn't even notice that because it was so subtle. But I think the team knew that the artillery was going to fire, and the artillery on the X-Rated's team decided to just counter battery because they knew.
Oh, still Mojo just got tracked in the open and lost half his health. Is he going to get hit again? No, he's managed to make it to safety. Oh, that was a risky maneuver.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. But as we can see, the tanks, IS-4s and the 7-1 has been hit by artillery. They've lost some health because no other tank has been close to them, so must have been artillery firing at them.
I'm just advertising our channel to people who are asking what we're doing. Oh, and the artillery comes down.
Again.
It's a glancing shot on the IS-4. And the Batch on still Mojo's taken yet another hit. He's got to get out of there. He's got to go down. 116 HP. Batch Leons don't need HP to be effective. They just need that gun of theirs. So he needs to get out of there and save that gun. The E5 driven by Merskl and Leo are having a battle there. E5 versus E5 on the north side of the map. Not much is happening on the north side, though. Just these two having a little bit of a skirmish. Is anything happening on your side, Highflower?
No, it's actually the only action that's going on up north. Down south, they're in the same positions as before, moving around to avoid being unluckily hit by artillery by the two other bad chats in the middle. They still have. It's just they're doing a great job in the middle, scouting with their bad chats. The speed is really needed, and yeah, Invisible Man's just isn't enough sitting there in the middle. He could be doing other stuff, but then if he gets taken out again, I must stress it, they lose their only super fast tank. So he's not taking any chances.
No, definitely not. If they take any chances with him, once you're blind, that is most of your firepower gone. It sounds weird to say that, guys, but it's so true. If your scout goes down, you then have to use your heavy tanks together, because you've got one heavy tank going into the open. There's another blind shot to the old place the IS-4 were. Did they manage to hit anything there, Highflower?
Yep. 20
it
HP.
did. 20 HP. Enough to reset a cap. Yeah, if you lose your scout, you won't be able to get that free damage. Remember, the way you win games is not exchanging damage, but dealing damage without receiving damage, knocking out guns, and dealing damage without receiving damage. That's how you win the games. If you go for kill all, without going for cap. Now, this is a tactic that you're going to see a lot, where the scouts are going through trying to deal more damage than receive via the spotting, because your teammates are able to fire without getting into any jeopardy apart from enemy artillery doing counterfire.
Yeah, still very slow. We just talked about it before the game started, about the draws and people not wanting to go for them because it gives you one less chance of winning the game in the end. So taking some of the chances. I really know why they're one catch me. Yeah, he just got a shot in the face, 1000 HP and nearly. He knew that the artillery had been firing there. They've all been splash damaged by it, and now he just received a shot straight to the face. I don't know why he's not pushing up to the next hill, because then the 50-meter rule would keep the 2 E5s constantly spotted. And yeah.
For the benefit of those who just tuned in, what's the 50-meter rule again? We keep getting that question asked, so keep explaining that.
Well, the 50-meter rule is no matter how much you're covered or camouflaged by bushes, if you get within 50 meters of an enemy, the enemy will be spotted no matter what. You can't hide from the 50-meter rule. It's just working as intended. Ooh, and the E5 gets another artillery shell to the face, staying in the same open area that he just got hit in. I don't believe this. Why is he staying there?
Supreme Jim's coming out for the shot. Is he going to take it? E5? No, he hasn't managed to get it. But yeah, Supreme Jim has been there the entire time, constantly coming out, spotting them. And at last they're moving. Highflyer, I've just had a thought. Maybe they're trying to lure the artillery to another counter-artillery strike. They know that they're going to take a shot there. They're going to say, okay, I'm going to risk receiving a couple of shots from the artillery while we're uneyed. And there too, Mobo takes another shot. And they're thinking that they're going to, counter artillery. So they're making the enemy artillery fire. They know when they're going to fire, and they go for the shot. Do you think that's what they're trying to do? But oh wait,
right now they're pushing. My thrill is pushing hard against.
Ooh.
I don't think that's a very good idea right now.
Yes. Supreme Jim is actually again taken down, but they are in the open. The artillery just took a shot there. My thrill took a shot to the face. Supreme Jim's going to go moving in, but Leo, Kobulomen, and Dubra are ready to help. The E100, E5, 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 and IS4, Mobo, My 3, Muscala, all severely damaged from the artillery bombardment, but the counter-artillery has gone out. Ziggy took a hit, but he is not dead yet. But he has to reposition. You know what I said earlier about repositioning artillery? They're useless. So IS from the team it's trying to back off, but they are struggling now. I'm not sure who's winning. I can't tell, but the HPs are dropping all the time on X-rated. So we're going to see what happens here. I can't keep up with all the stuff going on. There's everyone dropping all around me. HPs are dropping. We're down 50-40%. We've only got one Dubaya dropping down to 365 for the Punisher team. And artillery comes in and takes out the last E5 there on the down a bit of the hill. I think this engagement did not work out, as you called it, Highflyer. That's not a good place to engage. They were in the open, and they must have got bored. The time the time is down to 2 minutes.
Yeah, so go for it. Get the draw. Both gets a loss, or push and win by
the best.
I don't know. But while we were speaking about everything else, the AMX 50Bs has been fighting against the an E100 and the Bad Jets and the T50A 62A, and another Bad Jet actually took out the artillery while just plowing through and just taking it out. And right now they're capping in the no-covered base.
They're capping in the no-covered base, which is probably not the wisest decision. They're winning the fighting battle. And guys, there's always a time and place to cap, but taking out the enemy artillery there, now it's a safe time to cap, because the enemy are now forced to act. They may be in the middle of the map, and they're all low on HP. This is the GGs I'm expecting to see come out any second now. Yep, and that was a hard-fought battle. Every team knew that everything was on the line and decided to play very defensively. The first team that broke the cover did it in a very open area. The big mistakes that we saw there was the sitting in artillery positions. They kept getting hit by the artillery over and over again. Why do you think they were doing that?
I have no idea, actually. I really don't know. Maybe it was because they were thinking let's counter battery. Let's get those artillery out of the way, and they just let themselves sit in the open. But I don't know if maybe if we had thought of that during the game, you could have sat on the artilleries and seen if any shots were landing close to them. But that would have been my only guess, actually, to being in the open like that. The E5 received 2 shots straight in the face, losing over 1400 HP, and yeah, that was silly to me.
I can't imagine why these guys were doing that, because it doesn't. There must be a higher thought process going on there. They either was suffering from the pressure of the finals, or they were trying to do I can't think of any other reason. It must be the counter battery, because they were sat where they knew the artillery definitely could hit them, and every time it reloaded, it fired again, and it kept doing damage. I mean, yeah, the minimum damage you did was 20, but it was sometimes hitting for 1,000. That's half your HP. You can't afford that. And it showed in the final battle. The amount of times the artillery had hit really affected the final outcome, because they came into the fight with half their tanks with quite severe damage. So,
yeah, and taking a half damage tank into a fight, head-on fight with full HP tanks, then you really have some angling. Then you really have to have some angling skills. And didn't really see much of that, because it was just a complete brawl. It was just a completely all over the map brawl. And I think right now the X-rated team, or no, I'm not an X-rated, am I? No, I'm not. Oh, okay. So the team up top is set up so that I'm getting confused. I am on X-rated team, and right now they're thinking about. I think they're thinking about taking other tanks, maybe? Nope. An E100 was brought again. Only one bad chat so far. E5s again. IS4 slow tank again. They're picking the same tanks, I think.
Well, I don't expect their field commander's going to play the same strategy again. They've shown from the past, from what we've seen of them in the past, that they're going to readjust. They've seen what happened then, so they're not going to run the same thing again. If they run the same tactic again, even if they run the same lineup, they're going to run a different strategy. They won't sit in the same places. They know where the enemy artillery sits. Now, will the punishment crew, will they sit in the corners where they were beforehand with their artillery? Because now they were spotted, the enemy know where to look. Now, they won't gain the same angle. So if they push the same places and try and do the same sort of thing they did beforehand, or was used against them, where they lure the enemy to do the same thing again, it's like, okay, we know where you'll put your artillery if you want to hit us there, so we'll go there, and if you hit us again, we'll take one shot, and this time we'll just nail you.
Yeah. Yep, 2 E100s. So they're going for the same tactic. But now that they played this tactic, maybe I think both of the teams would think, let's just put a few tanks up there who could get spotted. And when they get spotted, if they spot more tanks, or they push, or the enemy push, or whatever, then we should have some of our faster tanks, even though they don't have any, really. They have the E5s and one bad chat and an IS-7. Go around somewhere else. And even though the enemy has a lot of bad chats, so they will be spotted. I'm really thinking here what they could be doing, because the enemy team played it almost to perfection. Kept on spotting, not receiving too much damage, staying alive. Yeah, they played it very well.
When the final battle came down, they just had more HP, and it was a brawl. So I don't think there was any difference in the individual player skills, or even in the teamwork there. It had been decided beforehand. When that push came, the HP was just in the favor of the counter crew. So, you know, the punishment crew did their thing, and that was GG. Now, I don't expect the X-rated to do the same again, as just stated. We've got 20 seconds to go, so let's get excited, guys. Let's hope let's hope this has a bit more energy. There's a bit more action. Let's see if the X-rated have gone for a different strategy. Go, okay, let's not play it so slowly. Let's play it fast, and maybe take the counter crew off guard instead of letting them whittle us down with their artillery strategy. So we are starting the Mangled Metal Cup 2 finals, game number 2. We have X-rated down 1 game against the counter crew. And, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see what happens.
Will they use a lot of times killing the buildings? Again, destroying all of them. Because the enemy only came to cap after they knew that they were pushing up top. So maybe using only the bat jet for the destruction of buildings. Nope, it doesn't look like that. Even the artillery is actually going to join in on destroying all the cover right now. It's a little bit weird, but hey, get all the help you can get.
Right, well now the sides have flipped, now the teams have flipped sides, we're going to see what they do. They're not going to destroy the cap zone. They're not going to waste the time destroying the cap zone here. Oh! Still Mojo drives off a hill and takes half his HP and full damage.
Oops.
Whoops, he's got to be shouted at by his teammates. There's no way they're going to let that mistake go by. Still Mojo, who's been playing excellently so far, totally misjudged that fall and has lost 400 HP before the battle even starts. His team are going to be very angry with him.
Oh, the artillery just hit a perfect shot on... yep, there we go, it's dead. It just hit a perfect shot on both AMX 50Bs. It killed one of them. No, that was the second shot, but they got hit twice in a row.
Oh,
and
wow.
One of them got taken out, and one of them is down to 854 HP. That was a great shot.
That was an amazing shot. Damp here showing him a very promising player, being solid every game, knocked out, and the battle hasn't even started. That wasn't luck, that was a bombardment. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they almost killed both the AMXs. That's insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, let's see if they can recover from that shocking move. So the Kansas crew are doing very good, definitely in the advantage right now, even though Mojo managed to make that mistake and lose a bit of his HP that way. Losing an entire AMX to counter, well, I say counterfire, to artillery bombardment so early in the game, it's going to really hurt them. Do you think it's going to affect their overall plan?
No, not really, because they do have 4 fast tanks, and using them as scouts is the plan. As you can see, the bat jet up north is sitting up there scouting the entire team up here because, well, they've decided to sit there again. Oh, when the E5 receives a massive hit again by the artillery by sitting in the open. Maybe it was the E4, maybe it was the artillery. I don't know. You tell me.
I didn't see who took that shot, so we'll see what happens next, because yeah, I'm looking around, I can't see who took that shot, but...
Yeah, well, anyways, they're playing the defensive game once again, and just waiting. The IS-4s and the E5 and an E100 is sitting back, looking up towards the entrance at at the top right corner of E6, and they're just expecting people to roll down there. I don't know why they're expecting that. They've come all the way to the finals. Maybe it's just the map. Maybe the map is tough to play because it's so open, as you suggested before we even started the finals. I don't really know. They're playing it very cautiously.
I think that's the main mistake everyone's made so far. I say mistake. The choice to take so many heavy tanks on such an open map, although they've responded with 3 artilleries versus 2 artilleries also, it's shown us that the artilleries on this map are so powerful. The previous battle was won by artillery bombardment. This battle already has taken some massive casualties by artillery bombardment. So, you know, I gotta stress it. I feel that these guys haven't played this map as much as maybe some of the other maps. It's not a map usually on rotation, so maybe that's why they're making.
They're making a push now, actually.
Interesting. I can see that we've got all the heavy tanks coming across D7. Yeah, still Mojo, although he's taking the damage, has lit them all up.
Yeah, this is again very. It's just
very risky. Leo, Supreme risky. Jim is going to see won't catch me because they're definitely going to catch him. Oh, EL Loco has gone down to 22 HUP. Are you kidding me? 22 HP. The guy is so lucky. He's still alive and going to get into cover. I wonder if the artillery is going to waste a shell on the 22 HP guy. Yes, they are. No, an an E5 managed to get him. Supreme Jim took a long shot to make sure he got him. On the hill, Supreme Jim got punished for that though, and he's going down himself. The IS-4 has managed to take him down. Still Mojo's getting attacked by artillery, but he's using all his shots up, and we're seeing another one go down. An IS-7 has gone down, and the E-50 Mithril has surrounded, and he's gone down as well. They don't know Still Mojo is there, or if they do know him, he's there, they're ignoring him. That means their rear armor is exposed, and they're going down. That's another E5 gone down. This is an absolute massacre. High flyer?
Yep, I'm just amazed by the carnage. I actually took off the health bars and just look at the explosions. Because this is all you could do. It's the only thing you can do right now. Enjoy the explosions, because
definitely
another I don't know why are they do. I have no idea why they're doing this, because
Leo just took a double hit to the face by artillery. Then Mobo finished him off. Down there, Merskis just got finished off. The E100 is going to be surrounded any second now. Mobo's the last hope to keep them in this game. He's sat there on the hill trying to pin them back down, but they're just getting targeting commands from all over the map. He is definitely going to go down in the next few minutes. Next few seconds, next few reload cycles. I was being very generous there with a few minutes. GG's getting thrown out. It's a bit unsportsmanlike. You normally wait for your opponents to say GG. Guys, keep it civil, shall we? The Batchatillon goes down very quickly once he was caught in the opponents, and there goes out the GGs. So we're down 2-0. Wow, did we expect that? Did we actually expect the crew to go 2-0 up against X-Rated?
I didn't, but after seeing the first game, I started to doubt their decision making. After, what is it? It's 7 minutes and they're dead, all of them. I don't know why they're pushing into the open. I have no idea why they're not going in another direction on the map. They went exact mirror match and just went for the exact same positions, and nothing else changed. Wait a little bit, don't see anything, saw a few bad chats, and then push.
Let's have a look at the result of that. The damage done by the artillery is going to be an interesting fact to see, so I'm going to have a quick look at that. Team scores. We're looking at the GW. We actually lost. Did we lose one of the artilleries? No, there they are. Okay, so one of them went down to really low health, but he did 4,000 damage. One did 2,447 damage. The other one did 3,004 damage. The Batchats did around the same. The E100 didn't fire a single shot. And the E5s and that did around 2,000 damage. So definitely the artillery are putting in their worth. They're doing a lot more damage than the average tank. Now, if you look at the same situation from the other team, 3,000 plus damage for the Object 261, and the T92 clearly only missed one shot and did only 650 damage. But we can see the artillery is definitely putting out the damage.
Yep, indeed they are. And again, going into the open and allowing the artillery to send those insane shots off and get that free damage. Stick to the rocks, guys. I really wish I could tell them, stick to the rocks, guys. Because even though they knew pretty quickly where the artillery positions, because the E5 received a huge shot straight to the face. Almost at the beginning of the match, when the Batchat spotted him up north, and since you couldn't really find the E4, I presumed that the artillery had positioned themselves up north, and they had, both of them. So yeah,
what could they have done differently?
Right now they're switching. We already have 4 Batchats on the other team now. They're clearly changing strategy.
I don't blame them. It's clearly not working. X-Rated are not doing... They're not feeling this. They've lost 2 games in a row. Kansas Crew just needs 1 more. They are on their life bed. So this is that move I'm thinking they're going to do. They're not going to play the same tactic 3 times. They've lost 2 of them, but why not go out in a ball of fire? They might literally change their entire lineup and go, hey, let's just rush at them with medium tanks and see what happens. Because we're going to lose anyway if we play that same strategy again. Because we've, let's be fair, been soundly beaten each time. So let's see if Kazna crew run the same strategy. They look like they're picking the same lineup. They might run the exact same strategy they've always run because, hell, why change a tactic that's working? But X-Rated surely are going to pull something out of the bag here and change.
Yeah, they also changed, I think, E100s to E50Ms instead. And that's a wise decision because those E100s weren't doing that much. Maybe they were, but let's just take a look at the team scores. E100 first E100 3000 damage. Second E100 1 shot. 2 shots but 1 penetration. Let's look at the first game. E100 6 penetrations and 2600 and 2200 damage. So first game was, even though it was a brawl again, it was still more effective, but yeah, they just didn't get to a position where they could be firing from, obviously, and because that gun really is inaccurate, so you really have to be close, and they only really got close in the first game before they died. So let's see, switching out to medium tanks. Too many medium tanks right now. I think they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 medium tanks.
Well, we'll see, because this is an open map, and the movement and mobility might just allow them to bypass the heavy push and go kill the artillery and then come back and fight them, or, as I say, try and cap or something like that. We'll see what happens, but this is the sort of tactic I was seeing at Still, where if it was an open map, they just dropped all heavy tanks and went medium, but that was 7 versus 7. It's a bit different in 15 versus 15, or 14 versus 14, sorry.
Yeah, it really is.
So, guys, guess what? This could be the finals. This is the game set and match point, or should I say just match point for Kansas crew. X-Rated have 3 games to come back from. I wonder what their morale is like in their team, how frustrated they must be. But come on, guys, focus. You can always pull it back. It's an even playing field. 14 versus 14, Mangled Metal Cup 2 finals. Ooh, so far we've seen some excellent plays from X-Rated, and I expect loads from them in this final battle. They are not going down without a fight, so I hope to see this as a 5-game final. So let's see what they can do. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you guys that this is an 8-minute delay stream. That you're watching you're watching Mangled Metal, which you should know by now, hosted by Wargaming. The 2 hosts you're hearing today are Riveting TV. We're not Wargaming staff. My name is Dorjan.
And I'm Half-Life 15.
And we do this purely because we're awesome. I mean, for fun. We're not paid for this. We're not Wargaming staff. We should make that clear, because sometimes people think when we say something is official. And it's not the case. It's just us saying things because we're badass people. Anyway, good luck, have fun on the game.
Have you noticed? Look at the team lineups. Something is off.
No artillery. They're going for mobility. Although IS-4s is a bit curious. I guess they're going to use them defensively. Let's have a look at this lineup. IS-4, E5, 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 Bacha. That is a very, very interesting tactic. 2 E50Ms, 4. Wow. Okay. This is going to be an aggressive game, guys. Hang on to your seats. I cannot imagine them playing defensive right now. We're going to see the spreading out of the teams to find out where the enemies are, and then they're going to make their move, because there's no way they're going to try and do a long stand-up battle without artillery.
Yeah. Well, this is weird again. They've known in each and every single battle that the enemy has gone bat jets in the middle, or medium tanks in the middle, to scout, and yet they've used all of their medium tanks and an IS-4 to destroy the base again.
Yeah,
they've been capped once, so using more than a minute to clear out, or should I say a minute and 10 seconds, because they just went back to destroy something else.
Is it worth it?
Really, I don't think it's worth it. Again, they went back. 1 minute and 15 seconds wasted on destroying a base.
Well, don't say wasted. It might not be wasted.
I know.
Used on it.
I know, but let's see.
Oh, wow,
okay,
here we
they're
go.
pushing really hard. Actually.
Wow, the Won't Catch Me is being caught again, coming forward. But Supreme Jim and Kolo just managed to take hits. Loco's managed to take 2 hits as well, but not much damage has been received on the other team. So X-Rated again receiving much more damage than they've taken. And they're going to come around the corner and take... Oh, Dampierre's taken so many hits. He's down to 20 HP. Oh my god, that guy is so lucky. No, he's not. There you go. The T92 said, you're not surviving with 20 HP. Are you joking? The team is panicking. They're going forward. But, sorry, they're not panicking. They're redirecting all the medium tanks that were in the middle. Scouting have come back. The bat chats from X-Rated, sorry, not X-Rated, Cancer Crew are coming back to try and support their heavier tanks who are getting surrounded. The bat chats took out Cobra, who was left on his own. Remember, guys, if you're left on your own against AMXs of any kind, you're dead. And I mean AMXs, I mean French tanks. But this still is a lot of damage getting received by both teams this time. It's a little bit more even. I would say, though, that artillery are doing the more damage. Again, another bat chat goes down. 2 bat chats go down from artillery fire and concentrated firepower. That is the push over, I think. The medium tanks have been taken down. The artillery are still up. The formation is absolutely fantastic from the Cancer Crew. They are not letting anything get past to the artillery. The artillery are still bombarded like a madman. Arclade is down to 300. He's down. The GW, the Type E. There you go. The artillery is ripping them apart yet again. The IS-4s have come around the corner. They are absolutely in the open. Kolololo and ISS are still defending that corner. 3 tanks are down. The E5, E5, and E4 are down. But with that one guy still there, he's keeping them all-eyed. The artillery are helping. He's down to 333, but he's done his job. There is another defensive line if this one falls. Yeah, GGs are being called already. That is insane. Yeah. Congratulations to our winners. It's not over yet, but the GGs have been called by the losing team. So that's a 3-0 victory for the Cancer Crew, taking them down. Nothing they could do from X-Rated could penetrate their line. The actions from them, well-deserved wins, good sportsmanship from X-Rated. You guys don't deserve your name, X-Rated. Where's the profanity, eh? Well, good sportsmen, guys, and they were amazing matches. That final push was really good to watch, but unfortunately, you guys were prevented from getting to the artillery. Cancer Crew knew what you're doing as soon as they saw your lineup, and, well, GG. We have our winners, guys.
Yeah.
Make some noise for your winners. How many supporters do we have of Cancer Crew here? I believe it was mostly Banana, so wow. Oh, Dampierre's talking in the chat. Yep. Total failed my AMX 50p without a line like that. My bad today. Well, Cobra, if my family's watching me, I love you guys. We call out for you.
Ceasefire.
I feel the love. I absolutely I can't stress how clever Cancer Crew were that time. That last fight may have seemed easy from your point of view, watching from X-Rated, but Cancer Crew responded to every single move. The mediums in the middle moved back to come support the heavies. Sure, they lost a couple of heavies in the initial push, but they grouped back together. They had 2 lines to defend, and the artillery did the work. Fantastic play, absolutely flawless.
Yeah, that was amazing. The same as a Kazna Crew stuck to the defending as one probably should on this map. And just waited until someone cracked, and in the end it was X-Rated who cracked and decided to push forward instead of sitting back the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's have a look at the brackets to see their journey. And Cancer Crew went through against. They went against Red Tide in the first battle we casted, then took out OM14, decent, absolutely fantastic, decent players, and then in the end 3-0 against X-Rated. Very well-deserved champions of Earl Steel, the Cancer Crew from NOB. Look at their logo. I can't believe we didn't see that immediately.
No, I didn't see it either. It's like...
Now it's like in big letters on the screen. I can see the champions, Cancer Crew, or the Punishment Crew, as I've been told the translation is. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Domination in the final there. I still think it could have gone either way, but X-rated. I honestly say if we had an interview with one of their captains, they're not familiar with that map. I can almost
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
that was the thing that really let them down. They were a bit nervous, and I'm not saying that they're like they were complete noobs on the map. Of course not. But Kansas crew knew the map much better. I think. I
yep.
think the knowledge of the map really helped them there.
Yeah, I think so as well. And yeah, even I didn't really know much about this map because the map pool random battles doesn't really throw me into that map a lot. And when I am in the map, then I'm in my light tank. So I don't really know how to play it as a heavy tank. I usually push the same direction as they did, but of course most of the random battles don't have as much artillery, tier 8 artillery,
Yes.
so it's not as dangerous to move in those directions. So yeah, the advice that I could give would have been worse than what they did actually, because they just pushed into the open field, and I would have probably said the same thing if they didn't have tier 8 artillery. But still, they got killed,
Yeah.
massacred by that artillery.
It was shot after shot coming in, and it's just like, ow, ooh, ah, ooh, God, ow. It was one of them scenes where you just see them getting punched over and over again and whipped and flailed, and oh, it was painful. I couldn't believe how much damage was put out by the artillery. It was great watching. I
Yeah,
can't say much. It was great watching. So, guys, I want to stress this. That wasn't the end. Oh, no. It was the end of Mangled Metal, but it's not the end of the tournaments. Right now, you can sign up to the Fun Cup over at worldoftanks.eu. Just click on tournaments and sign up there with your friends. Easy 8's on Wednesday. I'm not sure exactly the details of that, so stay tuned to worldofwar.net or the main channels, or even Twitch TV twitch.tv/Dorjan24, where we'll keep you updated with any more tournaments and what we're casting. Tomorrow, we're going to be, I'm starring in the Electronic Sports League, and you should definitely check that out. Google it if you don't know much about it. We have, lots of tournament games with many, many more teams. So definitely check that out. You can join in yourself and have a chance to win some gold and some money. It's a weekly tournament. And then we've got our own Newbie Mondays. So if you were unsure of what was going on today and you couldn't quite follow it, then turn up to our Newbie Mondays where we talk about mods and how it will help you and how it affects the game for a positive way for you, and change it to how it can help you. So if you're colorblind, how it can help you change the way that the icons are displayed and things like that. So we'll just go through how it takes to install mods and what they can do for you. On the Tuesday, we're going to be playing with our fans. So if you guys enjoyed us today and you want to play with us, come sign up onto that. Again, our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Dorjan24. You can there find out details how to sign up. On the Thursday, we have our Procast, where we cast more games from our European pro teams. So if you guys are a pro team and you're interested in having your team casted, we do tier 8 company battles where we take 2 of your points and 2 of your slots. And then we cast some battles for you kicking ass and raising awareness for your team. So email us at rivetingtv@gmail.com if you want to apply for that. Now, the only other thing I've got to give is you, the audience, been fantastic today, and it's been amazing having you here. Can you give us any feedback to rivetingtv@gmail.com or in the chat? And we'll probably stay around a few minutes afterwards to hang out with you guys because we're awesome like that. Yeah.
yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will. Anything more? I think that's all the news.
I think you said every single word. So
I said every word.
yeah, so I think that's covered. Yeah.
And banana one.
What? Banana one?
And banana one.
Oh yeah, I did. Kansas crew.
Thanks for watching, Splash.
Yeah, if it has been updated. Let's see. Don't have though. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and people complain about my pronunciation. Again, I need to learn the Polish way of pronunciation and all the different European regions. Being English, I read everything as if it was English. I am terrible for that, so I apologize. I am trying. But yeah, the Polish recruit, I'm going to keep saying that because it's, I ended up saying that a lot because I cannot say the, as I said, Kansas crew, but it's not Kansas crew, it's like Kazna crew. But yeah.
Kazna crew. There we go. Thank you for watching. I've been Highflyer 15, and you are
Gaussian 24.
The drunken guy.
So, yeah, that's it. The end of Mangled Metal. Put up the music and hit it.
Music. You demand music now.
I demand music for the exits.
I shall give you music.
You don't want me beatboxing.
Nope. Music is good.
Goodbye, guys. See you next time.